Okay, folks, I've been asked by somebody to show how I do my post sets, and they vary a little. You can see this is a wash on the edge of Old Road, and this only works good in this spot if it's not going to be rain for a little while, because rain will mess you up. Goes on down the road like that. And that's basically just flat. I hadn't put my backing on my stick or wherever I'm going to put my lure on yet for the post. And here we go. Oh, first way to do it. Bear with me because I'm trying to hold the phone and do this. You can see how I got holes drilled in this. That's why I'm going to do it vertical. And I just take it and drive it in the ground like this. Simply lure the holes and then come by. Usually I'd like it to be a little bit lower than that for coyotes. I would drive it on further in the ground. But you can also make a post set like this for cats and put you some rub lure on the top by Dale Billingsley, some of that cat call, and they'll rub on it, or twisted whisker or something like that, and you'll catch your cats that way. And you can catch your coyotes on fox gland, and sometimes I put some clear-cut canine by down south trappers and houndstooth. You're limited only by your imagination. That's one way I set it up. The other way, I take the stick and lay it vertical. I got a hole drilled right here, and I lay that stick vertical like that. It does the same principle. You can put you some gray banded or Confederate gray in there and fox gland and a little bit of urine on it if you want to. I don't use much urine because of the deer and all messing with it, but it's works good that way. The only bad thing about doing it that way, if you don't use a big enough stick, the coons and the possums will drag it off on you, and you're always putting it back. Another way I do it, and this is probably one of my most favorite ways, because to me it's more natural. I take and dig a little hole out right here and transplant me just a little clump of grass, something that he'll want to straddle and mark and not being a little bit shocked by it. You can catch cats with cat lure. You can catch coyotes with fox gland lure. You can catch them with coyote gland lure. Most anything will work the other animal's lure. So you kind of just limited by your imagination there. That's kind of how I set that up. And that's probably the one I use the most of. And I'm bad about taking one of these little eggs right here, made by my friend Kevin. You can see they got these little holes in them, and you just unscrew. That ain't gonna want to unscrew, but you unscrew this end right here, and you fill it full of your lure. Screw that back in, tighten your jam nut up, drive it down the top of it like this. You can leave it up for a little bit more visual, or you can drive it all the way to the ground. Most of the time I put it all the way to the ground. And that's how I do that. Now, say if you got a backing, we'll say right here, a little clump of grass. It ain't got to be near about that tall, just a little clump. You come over here and do this. Same setup. Put your gland and all in these little holes. Set it right there. You can do a lot smaller clump than this. That's a little bit big for one to want to walk through, but he will do it. Have that for a backing, and they walk through there just like that. I hope this helps some folks out. If you got any more questions, please ask me, and I'll try to explain how I set this up. I'm not the best at making these videos, but maybe that'll give you a general idea.